South Korea mlisikia juu ya Halloween there's a building that collapsed there's something that collapsed and people died kwa hiyo Halloween. So all this time the interior minister has not resigned and they're really pushing for that interior minister to resign because wanasema haku provide enough safety measures for such an event. And so hiyo nafikiria like you look at Kenya where buildings collapse, ushaisikia building collapse watu wakisema like blah 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 city council needs to resign. There is nothing like that. Everyone keeps their job.
The South Korean guy hasn't resigned, which is strange.
Like but it's pia naonyesha culture na Japanese ni different.
Japanese mazee lazima watu ujidedishe. You have to commit seppuku. Evans aliwashoyo stories za masepuku. Harakiri. Because you brought shame to the family.
To the family.
So the South Koreans, I thought Asians have some sort of culture against shame.
South Koreans are the most Christian amongst you come to hizo like developed countries.
So Christians don't resign mazee when
Christian it's God's will but plus you're in a better place. Why you complain?
No, but that thing was a real tragedy, man. But
156 people died, 152 seriously injured. So
and then they were not even supporting an indigenous holiday. Enjoy the Halloween stuff is not even South Korean. Wachana hata with Kenya. It's not even South Korean.
Alafu najua that bullshit has been pushed so much. Kuna time nakumbuka hiyo October 31st mtu wangu alitoka chuo akaniambia it's Halloween today.
Like what the heck? Check yenda ulale. Zima mother zetu walikuwa na twende tulale.
Like it's a bullshit but it's have spread. Americans have spread their culture.
Yeah, bana.
Sasa hivi waza kuingia kwa like all society.
And it's through social media, Like you can find a Kenyan who's totally an American in the way they think. How did he become like this? It's just social media. You're talking about a Kenyan resigning. Like
that would never happen, no?
Ishai ever happen? Like has there anyone ever taken responsibility for anything?
These Christian leaders, they'll never. Hata tukia kwa funeral sema you see God's will, we love them but God loved them more. That's why mawe iliangukia huko kichwa. Mungu alikuwa anamtaka mbinguni. Sina that shit like amekuwa kinini. So
but the day I see that ndio yenyewe tumeanza kuendelea.
But
the closest we had to a resignation was this EBC chick. So
na juka linuka. Things are going against the president. Otherwise if the president is on your side, when uko na sema you can't survive a rape case. Kuna mtu alisurvive. Bado hujajijua nani?
I think I'm slow as a bitch.
Kuna mtu alisurvive a rape case. Like if the president is on your side right now, this prayerful president, because I think like Uhuru.
There are even many of these guys who their cases have just been dropped.
Cases zote zimedropiwa.
Like hot potatoes.
Like Uhuru was not prayerful enough for your case to just because you're around him. He was not praying enough for your case to collapse. Humse wengine ukiingia tu karibu na yeye ile prayer ya jana kesi inaanguka leo.
Unakuwa acquitted.
Unakuwa acquitted.
Bucks ndio wako naikata ma mistake. At least even if they weren't going to jail, he used to get them out of government. Remember kina Mwiraria and all those guys?
Pia Kibaki.
They had to resign, man.
Like there was a certain level of nenile kwena
accountability.
But I think watu wanasema nani he's buying loyalty. So that's why the 1.5 billion case ya Gachagua collapse. There's this other woman anaitwa Mary Wamboi was being gavas duka anataka 3.2 billion from her. There's another dude I think gava iko inamitisha 27 billion. All these cases are collapsing. So he's buying loyalty. But sasa shida ni I hope these people know that whatever they're getting, if the president can abuse, because that's an abuse of power, can is abuse power yake hivyo, it means in the future someone else can come and reopen all those cases.
Yeah, true. Like it's not gone forever.
But now if you have to talk to people, they'll say it's Uhuru was abusing power. But Uhuru was not. And you're like, how is the judiciary just dropping cases? That means the executive is interfering with alafu unajua mliza stretch we have 10 years wacha tuziangushe pole pole si immediately zote like, hii imeanguka alafu inaanguka hivi unapatiwa job like even Waititu is back.
He's a commissioner in one of this
ya kuosha Nairobi River. Like you don't tumekosa kitu ya kufanya na pesa.
So
but this guy is arguing that the executive was also like the president was using the executive to pursue these guys. So these cases were political.
these cases the cases were so obvious.
It's funny in Kenya corruption is through the lens of whoever is in power, right?
Inakuaga hivyo but
so now me ingia nasema you're not corrupt, then no msee mwingine akiingia asema you're corrupt.
Sinakwambia like wana need kujua like this freedom is temporary in quotes, like you enjoy the money but vile musema an accident can happen where a guy that they trust will end up in power and they change because Magufuli was also trusted na akina nani akina Kikwete but the way the guy ended up in power they were even afraid of him. Magufuli was as soon as he was the commander in chief
he changed, eh?
he changed.
But that's the only way. You can't be who you are before because guys will prevent you from getting in. But now when you're in now is when you do all the magic that you feel like doing. Lakini mzee alikuwa ananibamba
mpaka imenikumbusha kuna hii series inaitwa nini, I never watched it the whole of it. Aka mse uhepa jela uitwa nani, Chapo. So kuna hii series ya Chapo on Netflix and that's you series ilifanyaga nikajua the power of a woman's tongue. I used to love that fucking series till niambie wife napenda hii series. She watched like kidogo and she was like this is bullshit.
Why?
Killed it for me. So like women just a woman can talk shit.
Your
something
wife
you love.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Something you love, you end up hating that shit because she told you it's bullshit. Now you look dumb. You're like, why did I like this? But I remember there was a guy kwa hiyo series. I think it's like a fictional because kwambia wamemix fiction na reality. He was saying like this is one of the asses I have to kiss if I am to be the president of Mexico. You're like he has like a list of asses he has to kiss.
You have
that's
to,
like, yeah.
They are power brokers.
So nafaa kuwa na hiyo then ukishaingia pale unavuruga.
Kulikuwa na series inaitwa Spartacus. Did you used to watch that thing?
My friend.
You've come to the right
The house of Batiatas.
You've come to the right
forum.
we will have words.
I must have words. Gannicus. My wife used to hate that thing. But me I couldn't affect. Me I still watch the whole thing.
Hiyo ni moja ile wife alipata I think was yopenda comedy and there were so many quotables that were hilarious so she could never take that away from me. Yo at least agoninigi.
That's serious.
The acting was perfect.
But that was crazy your time. Like I don't know if life was like that those days. Like you're having sex with a slave as you're preparing to have sex with your wife. How?
Wife yuko hapo alafu unacheki kuna time Lucretia yuko hapo but hata zameitaka slave kanampatia blowjob alafu anakamzana pale na
hiyo kitu iligana ni bamba.
Alafu pia the words fall from his mouth like shit from us. Talking shit. That series. Tumerecommend yase kwa show kwa podcast. We always tell people like watch Spartacus. Not unajua watu wataangalia the sex and the what. We look at the dialogue.
The dialogue was amazing.
The dialogue was perfect.
I will have words.
Ilikuwa nini?
So what are we talking about? Ndio tukaingia but yet
be a noble man. Yet you attempt to stick cock in ass.
Where have you guys been all my life?
That was such a dope show. Hata amefanya nafikiria kuirepeat.
Hata mimi nataka kurepeat. So basically according to history life ya slaves ili change around 1807 or something like that. Because before that slaves were just
object.
Ilikuwa nikaa saa vile si tuko job saa hizi. So you're just a slave until you earn enough to buy yourself out of slavery or buy your family out of slavery.
No, it was a normal thing. It's like this light doing this job of kwa light.
So apparently walikuwa wanaweza kurise hata from slavery into power and become like powerful people.
You could outgrow the
as long as you have enough to buy yourself out of.
There was a route out through coin.
Through coin. Then after 1807 I don't know what happened.
But that slavery thing was nasty, mazi. Unajua si tuliponea mbona most of us in East Africa because Nigerians, mazi, those guys are big. So if you're a slave master you'd rather go to West Africa because
alafu nakuja Mombasa like if you had to use the stereotype when people just chilling
Yeah,
You're like,
chilling.
wala tukienda naye huko
huyu jamaa anataka nini huyu bwana
Siwezi fanya kazi.
mimi siwezi fanya
Yeah,
kazi yani
itakuwa ni
siku mzima
shida.
mimi nikalime shamba mimi
Yeah,
wewe
but,
wacha.
and then beyond the Coastarians, Wakamba a bit small.
yeah.
But wangeingia ndani wapate Waluya wenyewe tungekipatapata.
Mngeshangaa
But at least tulikuwa
hata jaka fulani I think kingeletizi the tribes iko kwa rugby so aruj like nyinyi mnaweza fanya hii kazi kama unafanya kwanza unajua kama unafanya ruj Kenya where it's not even lucrative and you're there like hurting your body like pushing your body to the limits
But comparatively Kenyans are very small like we are small we are diminutive in our size if you compare with West Africans, even these guys you unataja kina Norway, Finland, those guys are huge.
They are huge.
Uliona Denmark, ilikuwa Denmark versus Argentina. Do you see how big those Danish guys are? Like they are huge when they're next to Argentina are short generally, but these guys are beasts.
Hata nani Haaland, you see like the way he scores goals it's because of his size.
Yeah, man.
Hata sasa alikuwa anasema ati yeye 1-on-1 na wewe kikuchapa tu hivi
chini
yo umeenda huko ye amepita na
ball. Even South African boys, those men are big. And I think that's how they were able to colonize us properly like that because msee hata physically
but the guns
everything
was normal until
the gun came out.
Otherwise unapata kamse kadogo kanaweza kukupeleka mbio ingine
gun najosikia kwanza mnakam vile tu ya anaitwa Erispears ya monaya pa amekufa sisi wote sasa tuko
alafu hiyo story ya nini hapo tutakuwa tumeenda on a tangent but saa hiyo story ya apparently religion bila wasi waliitumia kukonga watu kitambo using science because they have the knowledge of science so msee anajua eti in 14 days kutakuwa na solar eclipse ndio anaenda kudemand labda food kutoka kwa Waafrika fulani Afrika anamwambia azi hatuwezi kupatia hii ndio food tuko nayo between sisi na poverty alafu msema Mungu amesema msipotupatia in 14 days
kutakuwa na giza
hiyo shit ikiapeniwa
kila mtu anapiga magoti
na Mungu
so it was gun plus also ignorance
so vile usemaga like white people translated everything except science books hawitaipata science book ya Kiluya
true by the way
like Bible iko everything you want but science books were like hapa tuwezi wapati your knowledge.
Those guys are also not very curious and adventurous
tunakuaga na hiyo pia.
Ushaenda Masai Mara?
Masai Mara no but I've been to nilienda Hell's Gate.
Can you imagine like hata miss jaina Masai Mara
but Hell's Gate
which is sad I think.
Hell's Gate staki kwenda tena fuck that but people die in that place kukianza kunyesha huko hapo
that's
literally Hell's Gate like kuna watu alikufa wapi Hell's Gate lakini anaenda binguni hapana Mungu alisema anaenda
so those guys are not very curious we don't travel much very local
wengine si pia ni mula
no but honestly I think we can all afford to travel to if you can go to Coastal if you can go on a trip holiday to Mombasa I'm sure you can travel to Masai Mara
and sleep where
I think there is tented camps outside which are
because it's expensive as fuck
they're expensive
okay so inside they're expensive
getting there we can get there as if we're going to Mombasa because siku hizi kuna mpaka public transport especially kasa hizi hiyo barabara after Maimahiu hiyo kuingia sasa ndani huko hivyo wameijenga kabisa sasa si ile rough road ilikuwa kuna nyingine jo
you've been at least when you more adventurous
nikistop pale nikiona hiyo njia unasema it's smooth
so ni smooth yani so kwenda kufika huko saizi utafika basa lazima ukwe na
that's the new problem
you have to have your ways of now the moment uko kwa hiyo park now you start paying like a tourist
story umenikumbusha story tulisema kwa podcast nikapatia na story ya kuna best yangu fulani was just chilling in his house then this friend of his comes from the States and tells him our two families should go to Masai Mara so let's go so mtu akikwambia hivyo what are you going to do kwambia let's go to Masai Mara so you're expecting he's going to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Wakaenda Masai Mara time ya kucheck out ule msana mpasia hiyo like a 250k nini
Alikuwa mzungu mse.
zi just some Kenyan who went lived in the US comes back
Maybe
on some
got
bullshit.
those guys' habits. Those guys, let me tell you, these white guys, if you're going out with a white guy, it's for dinner or anything, just carry your own money. Kuna msingine alikuwa ananiitanga huko ma UN. I used to think he'll give me some gigs. Alikuwa anapenda kunipe gas. He used to gas me up.
Yeah.
So he used to tell me, Manuel, I'm going to organize for you to do some jobs, for the UN. She gave me, yes. So alikuwa ananiita, it's very expensive areas to have lunch. But now after lunch, he splits the bill. So I'm like, number one, you've called me for an alleged job. And then number two, I'm splitting a very expensive bill.
Yeah.
So me, I don't trust those guys.
Yeah. Was me sisi ni watu wa kibanda.
Yeah, bana.
Kibanda pale hara baadaye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're calling me, if I call you, most of the time I'm the one who's supposed to pay. So if say I think amechukua hiyo culture.
Omsali alimfanyisha nini msana sema jo so best yangu alirudi hapo ile mso you guy. Like you guy. Like I just spent 250k. I didn't plan for. Baka naambia unaweza afford mimi nige chonga viazi
for a month.
Baka ifike level wako like that lion is going extinct if it does not have some food.
But me I always ask who will pay, man. Hizo stories are kwenda too blind, you can really get into trouble.
I think after hapo
Ali style up,
akajua hapa ni tricky hicho. Alafu najua Buddha I think tumebonga over 3 hours and we've not covered so much. So itabidi urudi jo one of these days lazima urudi tena.
How many hours have we done?
We've done 3 hours, over 3 hours, sindio?
And some change.
Yeah. Na kuna vitu mingi hapa naangalia zile. So maybe tukimalizia tumalizia hizi stories chap. Kuna hii kitu kuna trend ya a Kenyan lady called Shiro Njuguna and some white dude. So the story was the girl is saying that this white dude wanted her to tell their kids wamepata pamoja that he's their uncle, not their dad. And I've heard the term fuckboy used, but this is more than being a fuckboy. Wetrai kumajini tumtoi tumlato tunatembea kwa hao halafu budao ni anko. Do you believe that story? Because the dude is like
reason yako ambia hivyo ni
because the dude is saying he didn't want to start a family. Yeah.
But that is the most weird demand. This guy is the only white guy in the room with this woman. Then he wants these pointy children to call him uncle. Like what is that?
Just get out of the fucking house if you don't want to start a family.
Yeah. No, but I saw that story and I know you're talking about that uncle stuff, but I thought it was a bit of a stretch. First of all, we know why these old white guys come here. These guys are not here to invest. These guys are coming to Costo. You have your pension. You're getting your pension every month. And when you get here, you're a white guy. Obviously, all the young chicks after you. So you get some, sorry to say, but you get some, punani which you're not, you would never ever get where you come from. Even attention. Okay? So if you sleep with such a guy, in fact, nilikuwa na Nyuki the other day for a comedy show. So I was hanging out with some local chicks. So she was telling me those guys, you sleep with them knowing that you might get pregnant and they are not going to help you. So the local chicks know that. So the fact that you're sleeping with a white old man and thinking you're going to start a normal family with this guy, like, what are you doing? You're reaching too far. Immediately. Because this guy was saying, so you met this chick at a cyber cafe. This guy just wanted some African, cooch
some of that
for a night.
Black creamy stuff.
Yeah. So now demanding that this guy now, will become a nice, responsible husband, will take care of your toys.
I'm not even going there. But isha happen. Maji isha mwagika. You do not want to be part of the family. Get the fuck out. Not but you want to hang around wakuite uncle.
Cause I think nini the white dude alikuwa anajitetea hivi when they were fucking, the girl used to say that she's on drugs anatumia.
Okay.
Sindio?
That's
hizo family planning.
trapped,
Then she just stopped using. They fucked until she went home, came back a few hours later and said she was pregnant.
A few hours?
Yeah. And then it was like, why? So hii time yote alikuwa sha stop, this dude didn't know. So that's how now this family starts. He does not want to be the dad, but he claims with time he was ready to be the dad. So like one of the things that the camel that broke the straw's back, 'cause it's not even the straw that broke the camel's back, it's atheism. The white dude is an atheist, the girl is not. So akiraise mtoi, like one of their worst fights was ile time alikuwa namwambia the girl like was trying to force the dude to convert to Christianity. This is very funny, like an African trying to force a white person into Christianity.
I think she
Like
told
the
the guy
irony.
she told the guy that you'll go to hell.
Yeah.
And then this guy, I think that really ticked him off. Your story, go to hell. But
Yeah.
one of the things I noted when I saw that story was this guy kept repeating that he's not ready to have a family. In fact, when this guy got pregnant, this lady, with the first kid, this guy suggested that they abort. And this chick was like, no, me, I'm keeping the baby. Okay? So from what I've learned after living all this time on the planet Earth, is people, when someone tells you something, like believe them, they won't change. They might adapt, but they won't change. So if someone tells you, I'm not ready to start a family, and they keep repeating it all the time, it's very hard. It's very hard to change this person to become a family person, and yet this is just
Maybe
a guy who
if
just
you can
wanted to have
like
sex.
do the support thing from afar.
It's interesting where like the sort of support he was doing for this girl, like they lived together, he'd pay all the bills and still give her 80,000 shillings a month to handle food for 5 people in the house. 80,000.
What is
So that means
people?
she brought in her whole family.
Sister moved in.
Her sister moved in, like she was using this dude for money. Mlami alikuwa
akona
like,
passport
low
bana,
self-esteem.
pia chukua passport na
alafu
Pande
nisikia
ndege.
aliboost mpaka the income to 100k. She was still not satisfied.
Nah.
Then when they were separated, I think he was ready to give her due 90 Gs. She was still yani afu this girl has the guts to go online
and say those
and
things,
do a
right?
video. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Sasa,
Hii ilikuwa juu ya do.
Yeah.
After when she was angry once, she told alisema ati she was with him for the money.
But no, I think she was. I think she was just a young chick
I don't
looking
think that
for.
can be a secret.
And then that chick actually says this guy is quite generous. He says, he's very generous. So this guy, I don't think he's shying away from paying.
He just doesn't want to
but
be
he
a
just
family.
don't want to be there and be called
Dad.
to his
Because maybe
pointy
he has
children.
another family where he comes from.
Most likely, man. This is
Yeah.
an old man.
Yeah,
Maybe he has
so
toys
that's
all over Kenya.
His grown children.
Yeah, so that can be another thing.
Because if you've already raised kids, you don't want to raise kids kumbele. Najua uko like, fuck it, I'm old, let me enjoy my old age.
Maybe he has kids in Kenya, in wherever he comes from, wherever, you know. But me, I just find it amazing how you meet a nice hyena, okay? And then now you take the hyena to your digs. And then now later on, unasema hii hyena ilikula hizi kuku zangu.
Were just chilling over here.
Why are you shocked?
So I have to ask, who's the hyena in this? Is
No,
it the
you have to
woman?
now conclude. And then you watch your video. No,
Yeah.
but I think both parties were not really honest about what they want. I think the guy, honestly, we know these guys just want to cooler these local chicks.
Yeah.
And then maybe the chick just wants a guy. All right, this guy has money, this guy wants cooler. But now making that arrangement permanent is a problem.
Because kitu ni bamba pia ni when she's talking and of how she was raised. She talks about how her parents took her to the best schools. Mi nikisikia the best schools, I'm there like, okay, let me wait. Wacha nisikia ka Braeburn fulani, ka Hillcrest.
Grinstead.
Nakuru ni Grinstead.
Man.
Nikasikia Nakuru Day. I'm like, oh shit. Damn.
Lakini labda imeimprove
I've
from
never been
nowadays.
to Eldoret Day, but I know it's not the great school.
But when you were growing up, day was an indicator
Yeah.
of your school.
Sindio? Nairobi Day.
Ukisikia tu day.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
the day ilikuwa homa hardcore,
Sindio?
Like you've been expelled from all the other schools.
Eh.
So you're only accepted in Nairobi Day.
Sindio?
Kulikuwa na Nairobi Day, by the way.
Sina kwambia Mombasa Day, Kisumu Day. Like it's not the best school. I went to a good school. My parents took me to the school that they could afford. Unacheki. At least afterwards when alibonga jua kupelekwa Uganda, which I'm still like, yeah, there is enough A level hapa Kenya, Nairobi International School and the rest, akina Kianda School, akina St. Mary's, whatever. inakwaka St Mary's hii ya Nairobi inaitwa St what
St Mary's.
ni St Mary's hizo so
But this
like
story
that
of putting your relationships online is crazy, man. Like separate, even that back and forth. No, Kenyans love gossip. So now I started recording a video about what my wife said. Then Kesho she records hers. And then these two guys, 2 weeks from today, are having very serious coitus. People who have had sex raw are very different people to deal with.
Alafu like kuna time muonaga relationships especially like for these Kenyans and I always look at me I'm like this one I don't expect this to last that long because have you ever seen a relationship where it's a girl who's playing the feminist role who's ended up getting married and some dude who you can see is comfortably not comfortable with what's happening because if you're playing the feminist role what happens is you want us to be out there so that you can show you know this is my guy he cooks sometimes he's like the one who's doing cleaning today camera is on this dude this is like
he's there with his apron
because there's that masculinity ndani yako ya like yes I help out in these things but it's not everyone's business.
True.
So mi kuna time muzi watigi alafu nasema I don't expect this to last kuna moja hata nafikiri nashindwa ime last longer than expected like baka now like I'm nearly betting
no either that or they have another chick who treats them like a guy now. So you have another chick somewhere who ukienda huko you know unaitwa baba baby cheki habari baba baby sasa niko kwa nyumba yangu so it always happens. Even this I think even with this there's a guy a white guy who alikuwa he couldn't even talk like alikuwa amelaliwa mbaya and he ended up just leaving that woman. I think first they cheat and then they just move on you know and it happens because of that. I feel like if you want to wash dishes just wash but now if not you make me a spectacle.
Put our business out there like I remember pia kuna moja ile nilikuwa na watch like just a bunch of girls seated just now telling other girls how to live there like me if he wants food he just cooks for himself like if
I saw that
unakumbuka so kuna hiyo attitude ya like you make it a competition and this might sound sexist but according to me between men and women men don't want to settle it's not something we look forward to you understand like we are so amazed by new pussy that by the time tuna settle we need to feel like a man to some degree like this woman needs to treat you like a man like you know hizo tu concession
and it's very easy to massage a guy's ego
kidogo to like let it not be a competition let it not be about who's wearing the pants
when it becomes that one of a compare that's when a guy will rebel against doing those things you can find a guy who loves to cook but because now you've made it
a compare
mimi napika leo wewe kesho like kwani sasa imekuwa hivyo then he'll now rebel against that now ati mimi nitaenda kupika because now he wants to show you that now I am the man in this house you'll never ever see me in that kitchen but if it's I don't know how a relationship ikianza inakwanga poa your friends but now it evolves into just some other
but I think it's cause vile tumewatch TV sana cause tukiwatch TV tutasikia like in America like we've been together for 28 years and everyone is like come to Africa that's the most normal shit ever
true.
Like your dad with your mom walikuwa together for
I think 30
like,
years plus
it's very normal so but for white people cause when ukifanya ikue need stories are gender roles that's what you're calling it not cooking now it's gender roles when you call it that hakuna ile concession itakuwa kusa itakuwa like it's a competition and that's why they never last
so you're not a team you're just everyone is just playing their individual roles
everyone is pulling out their dick and you're like
like now we have two dicks in this cage what the heck is going on here
I didn't sign up for this LGBT shit like ati wacheki so hiyo ndio kitu inaenda piki happen so it's very sad because muonaga like alafu yo sorry don't put your life online sawa umelaliwa mse don't take it online because pia generation ya mabuda zetu watu walikuwa wamelaliwa but there was no internet
you couldn't know the knowledge wasn't spreading like that chick I saw a video she was there for an hour just talking about their relationship giving details then who the heck are these people you're giving these details
just strangers
can you imagine going to tao ukutane tu na msee hapo uanze kumshow stories zako personal chikani aje so cheki demo wangu akachukua 50k yangu so nikasema hapana haiwezi fanya kitu kama hiyo that girl be like you're wasting my time what I mean in a job
alafu kile tunasahau there's one girl who does that shit but she's monetized it Diana Bahati you don't compare yourself to her Diana B every time ameyapapo juu ya I used to it's unasikia Safaricom the better option and then she gives you the story so her zizi tunajua zile za like she posts it on a monetized YouTube channel
yes
so she's making money from that so wewe usikam na yako free and you're not making money
true ama they want to be like her
a lot of people want
I realize these socialites are very influential like when I'm doing comedy nikifanya joke ya sijui huda ama there you can see some chicks in the audience retracting so like how is this person influencing your life that much
wana nini like even with huda watakubaliana naye kwa vitu zingine huda majuzi kalikuwa like if a dude wants 2 wives he can take 2 wives kusinojua she's just monetized everything she's just thinks financially so madem tapata wamekubaliana naye things lakini kikamio wanakata but I feel like online girls have to know what to take and what not to take if you want to be married you have to know it's about sacrifices like someone has to do 1 2 3 but if you want to be like that liberal feminist liberals wameharibu kabisa I think they've redefined even the meaning of feminism because now feminism has become trying to be a dude kitambo ilikuwa equal rights you are a woman you have equal rights as me tukienda kuvote tunaenda kuvote sisi wawili tukienda lakini saizi imekuwa hizo za like I'm in the kitchen help me the glass of water come take your own you don't have legs shit
it becomes now a war in the day I don't think I know we don't have time because we run out but do you think the modern woman even like the modern man and woman you think the way marriage is set up can work for a modern woman I don't think so the laws are now different
it's hard it takes a woman to because dudes unajua sisi we are still as much as we are modern we are still old school we just want the basics zile za to feel like unajua ni fuck me feed me shut the fuck up we are still there like sasa women want you treat me like a woman but still
join me in washing dishes let's provide security still
hapo ndio tricky na
kwa brick fence outside to be laid it's not helping me out
if there's nini to deal but still wacha to do alafu now women wanapatiwa advice from older women who are not in relationships
they're single I feel like right now it's a raw deal to be honest the current setup it's because you'd rather just be solo you have peace in your house but now if you're hooking up with someone to fight every single day like there's no point the deal has become another deal it's not the way it was back in the day
alafu your people are oversharing on the internet like the fact that women wanna feel comfortable to just come like my husband does this he does that alafu the dude is there you can see he's very uncomfortable kwa camera umeona hizo
true
like you can see this dude was not born for the camera
true
like
man.
you go uncomfortable but camera imekuwa hapo like they are going to hata tusiende far this news presenter what's her name Janet Mbogwa remember she used to post the videos with the hazi you could see he was not comfortable
he's not into that stuff
he was yani wachiki dude dem ana post TV kimsekiangalia mbele unajua you can body language you can just see and then eventually
because you see she'll tell you don't want to join me this video you don't support what I'm doing
so the dude has to because kuna ile level suaga nayo yes let me talk shit with my boys and what I'm sure the dude akikuja hapa like iko nini he'd be free but with your woman kuna zile like you still this is our private life
true and then also nowadays you're dating a woman or rather married to a woman and so you're married to her and a certain WhatsApp group where she's sharing everything that is happening in your house so utamwambia kitu atume kwanza kwa WhatsApp group for analysis and then now they suggest good replies and also them maybe are not even married
they're not
then now she now regurgitates that to you how will you win with that
kuna hiyo nini
Huh?
yao ile ina happen and it's very sad because now you see like you can look at relationships and you're like ka kuna mingine pia nasikia ati alienda kwa internet some girl and she was talking shit like if your dude has not married you in a church and you don't have any AG papers then you guys are not married alisema hivyo when she was going to get married and then like 2 months later the marriage was over
Yeah, most of these guys will give advice.
And the rest of the guys who have been
Yeah.
married without all that shit
Are still together.
are still together because that means our parents were not married
Yeah, because me those things really bore me.
yeah.
Because there's on my WhatsApp group. You're competing with 15 other chicks
Yeah.
who are telling her very nasty things about you. Chiki, mimi siwezi kubali your arrangement. So yeah, anakuja anakwambia me I cannot agree to that arrangement. And now they have money now, they'll just bounce. Huh?
They're not in love
So that's what I'm saying. If you're not going to get the right deal, you'd rather not get into the deal. It's because you won't do anything. There's nothing you can do.
Musmaga like the perfect Chris or like one of the perfect Chris Rock jokes ilikuwaga men don't settle, they surrender.
Yeah, it's true.
So give me a reason why I surrender.
Yeah. There's a friend of mine who's gone. We used to hang out, but damn Alim.
Yeah.
He surrendered.
Yeah.
He stopped hanging out with us. If you call him during the day, during the evening, car go home, Amash is around, he won't pick.
Yeah.
So now he'll call you the next day, car shatoka home. He stopped coming with us for
But you see now
boys
also,
trips. So yeah, me surrender.
Hiyo yake pia probability ya kulast ni hard sana because you should also not lose yourself. There needs to be ile element ya I'm still me and you're you. So tuna concede hizo concessions tunakam tunapatana katikati.
But
Lakini sasa ikifika level siwezi chukua simu huyo ya kusarenda huyo alijienslave.
No, but this guy
level.
he's I feel like maybe he surrendered because of his children. Some guys do it for their children.
But now what?
But now when you grow older, sasa ndio hiyo story of midlife crisis naingia because you've lost 18 years of your life.
Unakatia mtu anatoshana mtu wako.
Yeah.
Because you'll do some shit like lazima don't lose yourself in the nini but hizi ma relationship kienda online muzionaga hivi like dudes are being posted that don't want to be posted.
Guys are doing weird challenges for chicks.
Yeah.
Unajua hiyo challenge ya kushuka hivi alafu guys wanateremka hivi unakumbuka hiyo challenge? You find a guy there teremshing his butt. You're like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Check it, blink if you're safe.
Sasa ndio nimeshikanisha hiyo challenge nimesahau.
Naikumbuka
Ile ya Beyonce ile. Some Beyonce song. Give me some or something.
Yeah. Check, give me some. Like you guy, man, are you okay?
You're a dude.
Can you imagine your dad saying that? Ama your grandfather? Wazee unaweza pigwa lecture na wazee.
Wanakuona pale alafu unajua ukikataa to that modern woman who nakwambia she's more of a feminist than a partner. Yeah, ukikataa itakuwa like you don't love me, you don't support me.
Yeah, like nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It's bullshit, man.
It is.
So hii ni kitu kuna need more time than tumebonga jo but tumefurahia kabisa.
No, hata mimi nimeenjoy. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, tunani kukuhave tena. So imekuwa ni episode 144 like the number of people going to heaven 144,000.
Yeah, if you're a Jehovah's Witness kwanza sana.
Yeah.
144,000. So mimi niko ndani basi.
Yeah, uko ndani.
Niko ndani ya mbinguni. Si 144.
Uko ndani.
I'm part of the 144,000.
Kuuliza.
Yeah.
Wale watu wako alive saizi na wale watu wamededi. Wengi ni
wamededi ndio mo.
Ni mo si ndio?
Yeah.
So kwa hiyo batch yote
sijui
hawakupata wakutosha.
Sasa shida ni
labda ni one pa
wale walidedi 7,000 years ago before Christianity wale.
We never knew.
I used to fight lions. What is this? There was a savior all along. Itakuwa ni shida. So tukisema kama kawaida like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend. Alafu pia kukwambia ni happy and prosperous 2023 kuzinakuja, si ndio?
Yeah. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you guys too if I don't see you this year.
Kwa wale walikuwa wa age yangu waliona inaitwa Home Alone and then unajua hii ya Merry Christmas you filthy animals.
Tukimalizia tukisema Eko Nini.
Eko Nini.